2 Chronicles Chapter 31. Once all these tasks were completed, all the Israelites who were present went out to the cities of Judah. They shattered the idols, cut down the groves, and demolished the high places and altars throughout Judah and Benjamin, as well as in Ephraim and Manasseh. They utterly destroyed them all. Afterward, all the children of Israel returned to their possessions and cities. Hezekiah organized the priests and Levites into their respective courses, assigning them duties according to their services. They were responsible for conducting burnt offerings and peace offerings, ministering, giving thanks, and praising at the gates of the Lord's tents. The king allocated a portion of his own resources for the burnt offerings, including the morning and evening sacrifices, Sabbath offerings, new moon offerings, and offerings for the appointed feasts, as prescribed by the law of the Lord. He also commanded the people residing in Jerusalem to provide the portion due to the priests and Levites to support them in their devotion to the law of the Lord. Upon hearing this command, the children of Israel brought an abundance of firstfruits, including grain, wine, oil, honey, and all the produce of the fields. They generously offered the tithe of all these things. Additionally, the residents of the cities of Judah, both from Israel and Judah, brought the tithe of oxen, sheep, and the holy offerings consecrated to the Lord their God, laying them in heaps. They began laying the foundation of these heaps in the 3rd month and completed them by the 7th month. When Hezekiah and the princes saw the heaps, they blessed the Lord and his people Israel. Hezekiah inquired of the priests and Levites about the heaps, and Azariah, the chief priest of the house of Zadok, replied. He stated that since the people started bringing offerings to the house of the Lord, they had more than enough to eat, and there was still a great surplus. The Lord had indeed blessed his people. Upon hearing this, Hezekiah ordered chambers to be prepared in the house of the Lord. They made the necessary preparations and faithfully brought in the offerings, tithes, and dedicated things. Cononiah the Levite oversaw these offerings, with his brother Shimei as his assistant. Jehiel, Azaziah, Nahath, Asahel, Jerimoth, Jozabad, Eliel, Ismachiah, and Mahath served as overseers under Cononiah and Shimei at the command of King Hezekiah and Azariah, the ruler of the house of God. Korah, the son of Imnah the Levite, who was the gatekeeper in the east, was responsible for the freewill offerings of God, distributing the oblations of the Lord and the most holy things. Eden, Miniamin, Jeshua, Shemaiah, Amariah, and Shechaniah oversaw these duties in the cities of the priests, each serving in their appointed roles. They provided portions to both the great and the small. They also accounted for all the males who were 3 years old and older entering the house of the Lord for their daily portions, each serving according to their courses. This system applied to the genealogy of the priests according to their fathers' houses, as well as to the Levites from the age of 20 and upward, serving according to their courses. The system even extended to the genealogy of their little ones, wives, sons, and daughters, encompassing the entire congregation. In their appointed roles, they sanctified themselves in holiness. Furthermore, the sons of Aaron, the priests, were also involved in this process. They were present in the fields of the suburbs of their cities, in every city, distributing portions to all the males among the priests, and to all who were reckoned by genealogies among the Levites. Hezekiah implemented these practices throughout all of Judah. He worked for what was good, right, and truthful before the Lord his God. In every endeavor related to the service of the house of God, in matters of the law and commandments, and in his pursuit of seeking God, Hezekiah did so wholeheartedly and prospered.